gather as many bananas as we can before going through one of these portals, which will do things for us, such as get to an area so we can help out K Lumsy. But we'll be getting to that area in a bit. Also a reminder, collect 75 or more bananas and we'll get a banana medal. Just for Cranky Kong. With all reminders out the way, hello, this is Nintendo 14, playthrough on Donkey Kong Country, not Donkey Kong Country, but Donkey Kong 64, Part 2. In the last part, we visited K Lumsy, or before all that, we got our stuff stolen, our Kongs, our feathered brethren kidnapped, and this part we entered the Jungle Japes, and we're going to be climbing on some vines, and hopefully find someone out there. Like, I don't know, somebody, hopefully. So, get back to what I said last part. I guess I'll once I get there, because I'm still post-commentating, by the way. To swing on these vines, all you gotta do is just jump onto them. Press A once you're at the side where you want to jump. Just simply like that. Pressing Z will chop off, like I did back then. And pressing R will have you turn around. And here we're going to hit the switch. The only switch in the entire game, I believe so, where you don't have to ground pound. So, okay, finally getting back to what I wanted to say. I think it was like about the B locker. There's actually another time. It was actually a couple years ago where I actually tried to start a playthrough of this game. It was a while ago, like in the middle of, let's say around the time before I continued Sonic Colors and Pikmin 2. I was actually considering having this game be the next playthrough after the hiatus that I had back in 2012. But that got pushed aside, and instead I just decided to continue both those playthroughs. Having Pikmin 2 move from the NSCast channel, it's completely dead, thanks to me moving away from Aaron, so he can't make any more parts, sadly. So that had to get moved over to my channel, and I managed to get some time to finish Sonic Colors, so that was great. So we're just gonna get some monkey pads here, and there's a lot of stuff in this area, so the way I'm gonna have the videos structured out, hope I can throughout the entire playthrough, is I'm gonna spend most of the parts, or in one part I'm gonna spend most of the time with one Kong in one particular area. Here we have a battle arena. We just press Z like if it was a monkey port, just to transport ourselves to a battle arena so we can get crowns. This will be used for later in the game, and by later I mean like at the very end of the game. So very important that you get some of these crowns won. So here we are. We got Funky Kong, the War Man himself, and the gods here back in Mario Kart Wii. So he's here to help us get some firepower, shall we say, to take down King K. Rool's army. He's got ourselves a shooter, and it'll be great. Just as you thought this game wasn't going to be a first-person shooter, well, kind of, but not entirely though. Kind of a mix of both. And with this, we shall be able to do lots of things, such as shoot buttons, maybe. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm gonna try and figure out anything to talk about. I believe this video is gonna be uploaded on April 2nd. Just hoping that all the leaks, because I'm recording this on like a couple hour or like 1 hour after midnight on the 31st of March. So fingers crossed that all the rumors about a Nintendo Direct being on April 1st is true. If that's all true, then that means there would be like updates for Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, especially the DLC. Whew, I'm looking forward to doing that and actually showing you guys that. But here we go. We're getting to shooter. Let me like try and killing my. No, all right. Try and focus on the gameplay here while I'm trying to discuss the rumors about the Direct. So holding Z and then pushing left on the C buttons will pull out your shooter. You can use the B button to shoot, and you can also like aim better by holding the Z button, and or like just keep yourself stationed while you're aiming around. That's pretty useful. Zooming in with your shooter out will get you the aim thing. and you better aim things, or aim at things. And there he is. We got Diddy Kong over there. Finally, we finally got over to him and took the banana that was waiting right over him. So now after you talk to Diddy Kong, you have three coconut switches that spawn. Obviously, you have to take your shooter and go ahead and shoot those. There's also some bananas here. There are 100 bananas in each area, such as, you know, Jungle Japes and all these levels. The balloons will give you 10 balloons, so I think, yeah, for in the description, I will have like a list or like a time lapse or whatever, if you want to call it that, to keep track of all the stuff that I've collected in a video. This right here is the tag barrel. There's not much use to it right now, but because, you know, we only have Donkey Kong, but once we unlock the later Kongs, we'll be able to find more access and use for that tag barrel. So we'll use that to be able to switch to the other Kongs once we get them. Also, one quick note: when you jump into a tag barrel, your health is completely restored. And this guy is Snide. This guy, I wish I could get the. If I was pre-commentating, I would have sped up this dialogue, but I guess I'll just sum up what he's just gonna say. Basically, he used to work for King K. Rool, just like K. Lumsy, but he got kicked out because he didn't trust them. But he was a chief, I guess he was like the chief technician or whatever for this blastomatic machine that King K. Rool has, which he's gonna use to blow up our island. I mean, it's not really nice, blowing up houses. I mean, it's bad enough that you steal bananas in an effort to try and starve our characters, or our heroes, shall we say? They're really heroes. Not really, just a bunch of apes that monkeys that just trying to get their stuff back. That's all I really do. I don't know about saving. Although in Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze, they do more things like, okay, random noises. Hope it's nothing superstitious, but alright. But, you know, in Donkey Kong Country Returns, they saved some animals, I guess, from zoo animals, I guess, from brainwashing or whatever, that were stealing their bananas. So, alright, so getting back to this game, given there's these enemies littered throughout the entire area. They're kind of a blue colored. If you defeat them, they will drop this little tile thing, which is called a blueprint. You carry it, and then bring it back to Snide, and he'll give you one of the golden bananas that he somehow has. And now we're going to get into the battle arena here. Basically, an endurance round full of enemies. Just take them out. They're not really that problem. They don't give you that much trouble. Just make sure you don't fall off, because you will fall off, and that means you will die. And yeah, you'd have to try the entire thing over again, reset timer, everything. There was a small cut. You guys didn't notice because you know, doing all this post commentary, but just a quick note there. I did have to make an additional attempt just to beat this, because, you know, for fashion's reason, don't try to be stylish when trying to play this game if you're not well alright with it. But just a quick note there. So anyways, we're finally gonna make our progress to actually trying to free Diddy here. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the 3 areas with the coconut switches, just like so. And there's one that's all the way over here. This one I usually like to hang in a tree, just so the gophers and that bee, whatever, they won't get me. And I guess also I go in the trees just to make sure that there aren't any bananas that I'm going to be missing, because there are going to be bananas in trees. Just a quick note there. And there's also going to be a couple more balloons here that you can shoot down for more bananas. I don't know if I've said this or not, but I will be trying in this run, this part, I actually get almost everything you can, or actually everything you can do while playing as Donkey Kong in the Jungle Japes. So just a good thing there. There's this little panel here. It's kind of special to Donkey Kong. Instead of having the numbers where you can teleport, this one, we actually need the ability to actually do it via Cranky. I mean, it's not like we have to go all the way back to the main area. No. For convenience sake, there are, in each area like this, each level, I guess we can call it just that. There are guys that'll help you out, like like Funky Kong, Cranky Kong. There'll be multiple huts that you can enter to get some stuff, like potions and weapons. So that'd be really great. It's really cool to have that and not have just one of these huts stationed in just one particular area. I mean, that would be real tedious. So good going Rare by making that decision, which you made like 16 years ago. This game being made in 1999. The game, being made just before the end of the second millennia. But by shooting all the 3 switches, we got Diddy Kong, which we won't be playing as in this part. We will be playing as him in the next part, which he more than likely he will get that entire part to his own, because the fact that I'm gonna try and aim for all the stuff you can in just one part. I'll be that. And I just talk about all this game, I just completely got sidetracked off the direct I want to keep on talking about. So there's gonna be a lot of things. You got Splatoon coming up. I'm really looking forward to that game. I want to actually pre-order it as soon as I can. And here we go again. We got another thing I got to show off. The pause menu. You can just use this to check all your stats, all the items that you've collected, such as bananas, golden bananas, and what you've gotten with that particular character. I don't know if I've said this or not already, but in each area, whether if it's DK Owls, Jungle Japes, etc., in that area, there will be 5 golden bananas for each Kong to collect. As for DK, right now in this area, we've gotten a couple, but in total in the Jungle Japes, there are 5 golden bananas that you can collect for Donkey Kong. And one of them, each time, it will contain a golden banana from one of these guys. So getting getting these enemies from to drop their blueprint and getting that. So I think that might be the easiest way to get golden bananas, just to beat these enemies. They're not really that tough as the game explains, but going through here we won't be able to access until we actually get the right Kong, which won't be later, probably in the next area. So that'll be that. I think most of this area, since we don't have all the characters, that means we have to come back here at a later time, which I think I'll do as soon as I get everybody back. So heading back up here, let's just try and get the rest of the colored bananas and hopefully get everything done for DK here. Alright, now am I good? Is it nothing yet to cover over? Except for DK being the only Kong in the entire game where he can't do the back jump or whatever to get on top of Funky Shop, because his jump where just hold Z and then just press A, that's apparently the shortest, along with one other Kong, which is the third one we will free right after Diddy. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty low jump. Even my favorite Kong in this entire game can jump slightly higher than DK, which I don't know. To be honest, I think DK, he might be I would say he's my favorite compared to the other Kongs that we're gonna get into later, especially Diddy. I think Diddy might be more my favorite. I prefer playing as Diddy more than DK. So I'm just gonna quickly jump into this barrel and just replenish my health, just demonstrating that little detail and feature. So getting down here finally, there are a few things such as the monkey port and a couple trail bananas. I believe there's like a little bit of everything. There's always going to be like a specific trail of bananas, usually an even number, which could lead up to 10. And then there's going to be a pack of 5 bananas in some places, and there's also going to be the balloons. In this area, I believe there's 3 yellow balloons for DK, and I forget the exact count for 5 packs. And I know there's only 10 bananas in just one trail. So that'll be that. We're gonna enter Cranky's Kong, or Cranky Kong's little laboratory, I guess, so we can get more drugs off old men, because that's the thing. Apparently, potions, you don't know what's in him. Cranky Kong just puts drugs and chemics, all that science stuff in potion. And yeah, the moral of the story is Cranky Kong just loves to drug his grandson and all of his other relatives. So just keep that in mind. Kind of dark. But anyways, by drinking this potion, we'll be able to use that panel that we saw before with Donkey Kong's face on it. Just simply press Z, just like if it were a monkey port. Nothing too special there. Now I hopefully got everything out the way, and I'll try and explain this before something new pops up that I want to explain. Okay, direct. Splatoon. I really want to get that. Maybe I could do a couple videos if I do get that game. Mario Kart 8. I'm hearing rumors about there being a second page of amiibo racing suits. I just hope that the amiibos that I have, like Donkey Kong, Bowser, and Mega Man, I sure hope those are compatible with Mario Kart 8, because that would help a lot when trying to collect all the amiibos that are compatible with Mario Kart 8 once DLC 2 comes out. And also, don't worry, I still will be making the I'll be making videos off the second DLC pack, just like I did back then, while trying to keep these videos in line too. Maybe could go for 2 videos a day, but who knows? I just have to see and wait. So anyways, we got by hitting that, open up the cage with the coconut shooter. We've gotten this barrel and we transform into a rhino, Rambi. The simple controls are you can hold the Z button, you can charge, and then press the B button to charge, or I can just do a simple one. But this is how you can actually destroy these huts, which you can be able to just get some more gold bananas. And usually in my previous run-throughs of this game, I usually don't do all this early on in the game. Usually I wait until I get all the Kongs to do all this, but you know, for convenience sake, I just decide to get Donkey Kong's gold banana that you get through this one area out the way. So that's that. Hope it's convenient for you guys too. And apparently there's this like little invisible wall where if Donkey Kong passes it as the Rambi form, he reverts back to normal, and I gotta go all the way back and just get that all over again. So luckily, thanks to post commentary, I can just edit this before I commentate, and that'll be that. Just do the same thing you did to destroy the huts, and that's broken. Now, in this back area right here, there isn't much for Donkey Kong, except for another little portal that you can go into once you've collected enough colored bananas, which I'll be calling from now on, because each character, they will have a different set of colored bananas. So like Donkey Kong will be yellow, and as for Diddy Kong will be red, and we'll get into that more later on. We just saw the introduction, another introduction. Ooh, so many introductions, but back there's like that little box that we hit, drop 4 watermelons. Since, you know, replenishing health is pretty hefty in this game, you won't be having to worry about replenishing health that much. Maybe in this one particular area in this game, that's real late, but that's then, and this is now. So hitting that switch, we reveal a gold banana. This one, compared to the other switches that we can hit, this one's nothing compared to the others, where, you know, there's no like time or whatever. This one, you know, you just Bananaport and just go get it with no time restrictions whatsoever. And I'll be that. Now I think also for this direct, aside from the amiibo suits and Splatoon, which I'm really both looking forward to, you also got the rumors of Wave 5 amiibo. And supposedly, for Wave 5, we're going to have Ganondorf, Palutena, Falco, Duck Hunt, Jigglypuff, and behold, Zero Suit Samus. Yes, the amiibo that maybe I'm looking forward to, kind of. Or just any of the perverted Metroid fans. I just like Zero Suit or just Samus in the Zero Suit. So that'd be great. We'll be surprised if I actually found one. Yeah, I don't know, maybe bought one. So I can't even imagine the amiibo short I could make for Zero Suit Samus. But anyways, we got our 75 bananas, and we got our banana medal. And just one tip, if you're trying to collect the colored bananas, they're usually in areas that lead to the golden bananas, either for whatever Kong. Just check, they're all over the place, so having a good memory and just a good layout for each area, it can be really helpful to try to get the gold bananas. That's my tip for it. You have to check high and low for each banana, and it's a necessity to try and 100% the game, or in this case maybe like 101 or 100% or 102%, just like in Donkey Kong Country. And that B, I think it's called the Bazaps. I might be wrong, but that one just caught us off guard. There's two versions of those enemies. One of them just head straight, just charges right after you. Another one, it actually drops its own version of the bomb. Unlike ours, which is just orange, it has like a green orange type of grenade. It will drop it and may cause you a little bit of trouble, but not much, because we all know the enemies in this game are just kind of a joke. They usually go down like a couple hits, either from your shooter or just like a jab. But here's a question for Diddy Kong, which we'll get into the next part. I did say that, what was it? I was trying to aim for 30 minutes, but surprisingly when I was editing all this, it only took me only 22 minutes. Maybe in the next few parts that will change. So that was to wrap things up. These last two packs of bananas, they're actually surprisingly in these trees, really close to where Diddy Kong was being held captive. So now we've gotten everything. We got all 100 colored bananas. We got all 5 gold bananas for Donkey Kong, the blueprint, and everything. So we're gonna just go ahead and wrap things up here. So this outro kind of like threw me off here, so I actually have to go around. So that's gonna be it for this part. Tune next time for part 3, as we're going to explore the Jungle Japes with Diddy Kong. And as always, he has 5 gold bananas to collect. So that's all. Tune next time. See you guys.